Hi, I'm Esther and welcome to MinDins. MinDins are nutritious, delicious meals you can make in minutes using 5 ingredients or less. And let's get started with today's MinDin. Today's MinDin, we bring you chili. And what would Crocktober be without a crock pot chili? So I already started, not to waste the time. What I'm using today is ground beef, and I used 4% lean ground beef. You can feel free to use turkey if you prefer turkey chili, or you can use a vegetarian meatless option if you want to turn this into a vegetarian delight. I've been making chili for years, and my recipe usually entails about 10-15 ingredients because I'm chopping up celery, I'm chopping up mushrooms, corn, peppers, onions, and I managed to bring it down to 5 ingredients for you to make it really super easy. We're using a crock pot so that you can keep it warm all day, but technically this chili can be made on the stove top. And if you put all the ingredients in a pot, you can also make it in about 5 minutes. But since it's Crocktober, we're going to simmer it in the crock pot for you to get all those blended flavors together. So I already went ahead and browned the ground beef. That's a tongue twister, people. I used my handy dandy chopping tool. There's really not much oil in here because it's so lean. And I sprayed the pan first with a little bit of the olive oil spray, and then I browned the meat. So we're going to go ahead and put all our ingredients in the crock pot. I like to spray the crock pot. The reason is it really makes cleanup easier for you afterwards. Nothing will stick to your crock pot, and we're all about the easy cleanup. And you know, if you've been watching MinDins so far on YouTube, that we like to pare down everything so that there's hardly any cleanup for you. But when you're doing chili in a crock pot, you must make your meat. You have to prepare the meat first. It's not going to turn out well if you put the meat in the crock pot raw. So we're going to just add our meat now to the crock pot. Now, if you wanted to make this in the morning, then you turn your crock pot on low, and in 6 hours it'll be done. 3 hours on high. You can even prepare your ground beef the night before and then just pop all your ingredients in. It'll take seconds. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a can of the kidney beans. I already pre-rinsed and drained this. It comes with a liquid, and I kind of go like this over the sink, take out all the liquid. I drain it, I go like this again, let all the liquid come out so it's clean. Pop that in there. So we're using a pound of the ground beef, and we use the kidney beans. Now, the next ingredient is chunky salsa, and we're going to use a couple cans of this. In the past, I've used salsa, and then I add tomato sauce, and I add all different things, but because we're sticking to 5 ingredients, when you use the salsa, it already has diced onions, it has diced peppers, it has your tomatoes, it has seasonings, so you're really cutting down on your cost because you're buying less ingredients. Just going to add 2 cans. I have 3 here just in case we need 3, but I'm going to judge it after I add the 2 cans. And then I'll tell you what I think. Our next ingredient is this Cowboy Caviar. I did find this at Trader Joe's. This has corn in it, and I love to add corn to my chili. Just going to pop that in there. And we're going to stir it all up. And you know what? I do feel that we need an extra can of the salsa, so I'm going to add that. So we're going to use 3 cans of the salsa. We're going to use a can of the Cowboy Caviar, the beans, and your meat. You can also add mushrooms to this. I oftentimes add mushrooms. It's not necessary, but if you like mushrooms, it does give it a nice flavor. Celery, green pepper, onions, tomatoes, everything is already in here because we used the secret trick, which is salsa instead of tomato paste. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of this chili lime seasoning. Not too much, just a little tiny bit. A little bit of salt. Remember, salt and pepper are seasonings and not ingredients. Pepper. And we're done. And if you noticed, I didn't even have to use an extra utensil because I used our handy dandy chopping tool, which you can find from our first MinDin, the unstuffed cabbage. and I just stirred everything up with that. MinDins are brought to you every Monday on YouTube, so please subscribe. You just hit the subscribe button. It's free. Tell your friends. You can catch us on our website, which is MinDins.com. If you go to our website, our videos are always on there also, and you can look back on the past recipes. On our website, we'll give you all the nutritional information as well as the cost per serving, and we also have fun tips and top picks and all sorts of fun things for you to see there. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope you come back for the rest of the Crocktober recipes, which will bring you every Monday a new crock pot recipe during October.